Right now, college student athletes in the NCAA are earning money from their names, images, and likeness. But how much each player is making tends to be a mystery. VCU InSight reporter Alexis Washington is learning more about how the universities across Virginia are dealing with revenue sharing.
The landscape of college sports are changing now that athletes are receiving a cut. The Richmonder hosted a panel with athletic directors from VCU and JMU to discuss how the universities are adjusting. Student athletes are living in a different era.
I never in my life thought in a world of college athletics I would have said to someone that I was late for a meeting because I was talking to one of our players' agents.
Athletic director at VCU, Ed McLaughlin, says some student athletes are making more than trainers and coaches.
It's much more like a pro environment in that way. So, working on employee appreciation things, working on just make the little things that we can do for our student athletes that are not in that smaller group.
According to McLaughlin, there are more than 300 student athletes, but only 25 to 30 student athletes are getting compensated in revenue sharing. But where does this money come from to directly pay them? For VCU,
we're renting out the Siegel Center to outside events. We're contracted with a company called ASM, and we're renting the Siegel Center out, so concerts and comedy shows and all these different things. It will be a pretty good financial situation for us. But that's going strictly back to rev share.
JMU's athletic director Matt Rowan did not specify how many athletes are getting paid, but
the levers that we control, our ability to sell tickets, our ability to raise money, and our ability to have corporate partnerships.
McLaughlin addressed how members of the men's basketball are making more compared to other sports.
Part of it is too, they have to make foul shots in front of 8,000 people every single time they go out there and perform. That's not what the student athlete experience is for the rest of our student athletes too.
Rowan and McLaughlin emphasized college athletic scholarships are still important despite the rapid changes. Both panelists feel that the NCAA needs to develop some type of agent regulation. Reporting for VCU InSight and the newsroom at VCU, I'm Alexis Washington.
We will have more on VCU men's basketball later in the show.